Hoot hoot everybody. Oh, I see there's a problem right now. No, I am echoing, aren't I? So strange. Hello. Hoot hoot everybody. Hoot hoot. I'm Vlhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinox. And welcome back to Artstream. Bloomies, this always happens after I record a new Quattrolingo. It always happens when I record a new Quattrolingo. Because it needs the little extra oomph at the end, you know? And then I forget. It was Gothville, yes, exactly. Crowville doesn't exist, he can't hurt you. Yeah, I had to do that for the Quattrolingo. Hello everybody, welcome. Let me see. I saw there was a countdown happening, so I cannot see who was posted before that. Hello Reversed, hello Seiji, hello Potato, hello Lizzie. Hi Oma. Hi Nori. Hello Steep. Thank you for the member for 4 months, Jennifer. Hello. Hi Miri. Hello Flo. Hi Maria. And Katie. Hello. Jaylee. Hoot. Welcome. Fox. Hello. Hello, Ghost Killer. Hello, Neku. Let's see. Anyone else? That's it for now. That's plenty of them, though. Crowville, yeah. I made a new Quattrolingo short where I teach you how to say crow in 4 different languages. And that's why Crow Vilhelm is a thing. Speaking of Crow Vilhelm, well, you know, my buddy Crowley, fresh news from him, he was chilling today. He's very cute. He got some peanuts today. Yeah, it's a very nice little time. There's another one. I think it's Domino. I call her Domino because it's just smaller and usually hangs out with Crowley. But I think they might be either a couple or they're just buddies. But those are the ones that I tend to see. Unless there are some older crows that show up, you know, Cranky. Oh wait, there you go. Cranky might show up. I don't know if it is the same crow or not. It's kind of tricky to spot that little white patch. Can I get some peanuts too? No, you can't because they're for Crowley. Sorry, Flo. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome. For those that don't know, I have been working on befriending a crow in a nearby park. Where I take my strolls, and yeah, he's very cute. I call him Crowley. We can share right now. They're for Crowley. No, not November. Oh my gosh. Forsaken by the old she. Yeah, sorry. You know where my interests lie, Bloomies. You get fed plenty. Yep. But yeah, the little crows are very cute. Some jackdaws are also very brave. They show up. They hang around at some point. It's too bad that it's getting cold. So it's not really the kind of weather you kind of want to. It's not the kind of weather you want to be like hanging out in the cold, you know, sitting around. Otherwise, I would probably just find a nice like park bench and then see if they would like to approach me closer, try to stay still and try to kind of, you know, have them get used to me and realize I'm not a threat. But right now it's getting really cold, so no. That's not the kind of... I don't want my tail feathers to freeze. Plumies have been replaced. No, you will never be replaced. But how many of you do you know? How many people have you know that can say they have, like, you know? Also, the inflation on peanuts is not to be trifled with. I appreciate you anyway, the Bloomies. You're lovely. You're just being jealous at a little crow in a nearby park. It is unbecoming of you. Right, welcome. We're gonna be drawing today. I'm gonna be answering some art-related questions if you've got them. I am not gonna be drawing Ko today. I feel like the picture is not really turning out the way I want to. And if I keep trying to save the picture, it's just gonna make me frustrated. So I'm gonna try to figure that out a little bit. Imagine Plumies dyeing their feathers black. Hello, Foklaus. Welcome. All the Plumies are just like camouflage with the crows. I mean, there's nothing against there actually being a dark feathered plumie after all. Are there like dark owls? Are there black owls? Is that a thing? There are some dark owls too. That must be like, ooh, hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot.
Flower Pom Pom with a donation. Thank you very much. I'll say that as well. Hoot hoot. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's so sweet. Thank you. That's so nice. I mean, a lot of these dark crows, black banded crow. That's so cool. Man, honestly, dark feathered crows is like a step up in camouflage game for crows, I think. Thank you so much, Flower Pom Pom. There are black barn owls. Wow. I mean, seeing as they're nocturnal and whatnot, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, you know, we got the toggle now, so I guess we can bring in like Crowhelm. I showed the recolor, the Crowhelm to Kiri at one point. We usually send stuff back and forth when it comes to like content creation and stuff like that too, right? So I was like, Crowhelm doesn't exist, he can't hurt you, and then sent the screenshot. It's like, oh my god, Crowhelm is terrifying. As if, come on. I'm just an owl. I'm just hoot hoot. I'm a hoot hoot. Not a crack crack. Not a crack crack. But yeah, let's get to some art. And I am not gonna draw Ko. I'm gonna figure out what is off with the picture. Maybe plan another picture. Maybe it'll be one of those where I actually sketch them first and then figure it out. We'll see. I want to do him justice and I don't want to be frustrated drawing it. So we're gonna take a break from that and try to not insist on working on what we already have. Get rid of that sunk cost fallacy and just do our best. But today we're gonna start some chibis, unless you guys have anything specific you want to ask, and I will show you then if I can think of it in a good way. I saw it reversed. I cannot show my most favorite drawing in general. I suppose I guess the one that I've drawn that you've seen is probably the one that is shown at the end of my lore video. You thought you were gonna get to see it on stream, didn't you? But now you have to watch the lore video, so I can watch it in the end, huh? No, you're not gonna get it that easy. I have a, I don't have a crunchy snack today. I have another Rosekoek. It's not very crunchy. I might try to make it crunchy by taking a really sharp bite. I'll watch the lore video. Thank you very much. I illustrated it. It's my voice. You know, I did the mixing of it all. But yes, we're talking art technique questions if possible. So yeah. We get a nom nom nom. My first time watching one of your art streams. I'm so excited. I love art so much. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you very much. I do have, I can show you some pictures that I've drawn if you would like. We're gonna start from scratch today though. I think I'm gonna be drawing some chibis, something very simple, not like as advanced as the other. Let's see, the classic ones. I usually show this one because I really like how it turned out. Is my senpai Taring Hu. I really like generally the angle, everything, how this worked out. I'll show Ambrose as well because I also like the lighting in this one. So these have been drawn on stream. The VOD is in the channel if you're interested. We're not going to be drawing a full picture like this. And yeah, people are known to either start drawing alongside me or I will just be putting you to sleep pretty much in the comfiest way possible. Let's put some nicer songs. Yeah, Dango. That's my boy Dango. That's my boy Dango in Equinox. He released a cover recently. It sounds really cool. Dango can sing. Dango did a really cool cover song. But yeah, I figured we would maybe do some chibis of my kohai. Okay, Potato, thank you for dropping by. Of course, there's this. I don't tend to spook people awake or anything. We just have very chill vibes when doing art, so yeah. But yes, my kohai, my 4 kohai in Hexokai, that will be debuting next week. Let's see. Let me find the key art. I'm pretty sure I had key art here. I think I'll just bring up the trailer. Hi UA, welcome. Globie. My roseblood. Wonderful day night. Thank you very much. It's afternoon for me, so either way works. Thank you and likewise. We're gonna have a nice comfy stream today. Just gonna draw a little bit. Morning. Okay, good morning. Hello, baked turkeys. What else we got that I haven't said hello to? Early birds, hello. And UA, of course. I am not that good at drawing chibis. I find chibis very tricky. So we're just gonna do something something simple for this. I think I'll just try to do like their heads or something. I haven't drawn a chibi in a long time. Funny enough, I'm here to be answering your art questions, and I was tempted to be like, how do I draw chibis, everybody? Do you guys know? Chibi proportions are tricky. Yeah, they totally are, right? But I would also draw them. I would also draw like the chibi faces like in my own way too. Hi, Steffi. I'm sure you make them still adorable. We'll try. We'll try. It's been a while. But yeah, I'm here to answer your art-related questions first and foremost. So if you got any, I know some people were saying that they were gonna prep them. But yeah, let's grab a good. I need to get acquaintance with how they look. Katie, is it Patan? Katie, either way. Huge fan, thank you very much. How do I learn to be proficient at art? By practicing a lot. If you find that art is a chore to do, that you kind of have to force yourself to do, then that might not be your cup of tea. I got asked at some point, like, do you have to force yourself to do that a lot, you know, when it comes to art? No. I would rather pick doing art, at least during the times when I was like practicing and getting better at it and stuff. I would choose to do art over playing a game any day. But that's also a time when I kind of listened to a lot of music on walks and stuff like that. So I had a lot of art ideas. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to have the ideas for what you want to draw, right? But the important bit is to always like practice somehow. Still do the art. What or who inspired you to start drawing in grayscale? It was a tutorial video a long time ago. With, I can't remember which artist it was, but they started talking about values. That was the first time I learned about values. If you don't know what values are, it's basically how gray you use of a grayscale is. Basically, if you look at values, you have the different like steps of it all. Just gonna put the ones I have prepped here. This is a pretty good value scale of everything between full white and full black. So initially I just wanted to do grayscale because this is kind of the kind of things I would do traditionally. But then it was always be the whole case of like, I am pretty confident in shading pencil and charcoal stuff, right? But whenever I try to make it into digital, the lines look weird, everything looks off. And then at some point I just saw some artists do it that way. Before coloring, and I'm kind of like, wait, is that legal? Can I do that? What? Actually, what are you saying? Do you mean I don't have to line art? And it's just kind of basically because whenever you draw traditionally, there's no layers, right? You can't really, is that legal? Yeah, exactly. Is this legal? Am I allowed? Can I if I wanna? What? So that's basically it. And then I started experimenting with it because I already had gone into a step of painting over my art to make them look a little bit more painterly. I would do the usual sketch, line art, base color, but then there was always a layer on top of everything where I would paint over everything one more time. Do the kind of more blending, mixing, stuff like that. So generally going into grayscale was kind of a natural progression for what I was trying to do. Dum, dum, da, da, dum, dum. Thanks for the question. Let's see. Only question I've been wondering is how to decide on lightings. Have you practiced doing lights from different angles? I took a, let's see, I can't remember which figure it was, but I made a lighting reference for myself. Hello, Toad. Welcome, welcome. Basically, I took a picture of, I had like an anime figurine or something, right? Of a character that I drew a lot. Like, let's say if you want to draw like Hatsune Miku or something, right? If you have a little figurine of Hatsune Miku, you can like, I did a little setup with a camera, like a phone camera set on timer, and then I took a lot of pictures while holding those kind of bike lights, like little bicycle lights. You know what I mean? They're usually pretty small. They're kind of like, they kind of look like something that you can with an elastic, you know, that you're supposed to put it like, and they come in like white light or red light, you know, to go in front and behind your bicycle. You know what I mean when I say that? So basically I just held the lights in front, behind, below to get the different kind of lights happening. So then I had a lot of reference pictures of the character. Yeah. But hey, how you doing? How's everyone doing? Sorry, I'm just going on about it. I'll get back to it in just a mo. Welcome, Toad. First time on stream. It's really nice to have you here. How are you doing? Thank you very much for the gifted. Elebirds, yo, you got a gifted one. Really nice. Just comes in and snipes someone across the room. Kicking in, boom, bam. Man, so many new faces today. I'm so happy. Like, how did you guys find me? You got headshot. It just comes in like poof, like actually with like a Nerf gun with one of those like suction cups at the end. So it just like kicks the door in and then just shoots Elebirds like on the forehead. Fellow artist, you draw, Toad. That's so nice. Thank you. Ooh, you animate even. That's so cool. Thank you. My usual art, it looks kind of like this, you know? Like this is one of my senpai in globie. I am globie generation 2. This is Taringhu, globie generation 1. Did I have all of them? I don't know. No. This is my brother in Equinox, Komiyama Ambrose. Your art looks absolutely amazing, dude. Thank you very much. I'm starting something new, just drawing. We got some kohai, you know, a new generation, so I'm gonna be an upperclassman. I'm gonna be a senpai, everybody. I mean, I technically already am a senpai, but feels strange, doesn't it? Okay, well, for those that don't know what I'm about, I am the Noble Owl of Globie Generation 2. I do language. I'm a green owl, so obviously I got languages. I do language-oriented content when it comes to shorts and stuff like that. I just put out a new one today that teaches you how to say crow, the bird, in 4 different languages. And I like cozy games. I like puzzle games. And I draw. Sometimes I do hand cam streams when I'm putting together a little owl clock kind of deal. Welcome, Sai. Hi. You talked with Vance and realized you haven't watched most of my content. Your art style did be looking rather nice. Thank you. Maybe I should show some other stuff then so you get a better idea of it all. I guess you will see what the end picture of my lore video looks like. I did this one for the end of my lore video. If you haven't seen my lore video, I do a lot of like, kind of, what is it called? Like, storybook style stuff. I'm sure you know these. Keep it safe, no matter the cost. And here. A lot of these, I haven't seen these before, you guys. This is an exclusive. Oh, I know which one you might be curious about. Might be curious about this one. The full scope of this. When I woke up, I was alone, with nothing but the gemstone still clutched in my hands. I realized I woke up, I was in a place I only ever read about in books. It was Archimedes' sanctuary, a sacred place for owls to seek refuge, or shelter, sorry. Yeah, I love values. So what I was saying, like, I learned about values in general, right? So the actual lore video, I have an effect on all these things. My lore video is it's not really animated. It's like has a little bit of like going from frame by frame kind of thing, you know. But it was really fun to make the sound design in it with all the background and timing the music in and stuff. I had a really fun time making that. Really a lot of my time and production value went into it, of course. But you can check it out on my channel. But let's see if we can like compare the oh here's like it has completely different effect because I kind of make it fade in and out of a story of a page, right? Like a storybook. See this one? That part. Kind of looks like this when it's just me painting it, see? But then you add some more video effects to it all. Oh, I'm live right now. Hello, Hakura. This is Hakura. The art is amazing. Thank you very much. We're here asking some art-related questions. If anyone is an artist or learning or would like to, anything, I'll try to answer it to the best of my abilities. I really liked doing that last time. It made me really think a little bit more about the ins and outs of why we do things the way we do. At least the way I do it. So if you have any thoughts or anything that you would like. What was I saying last time? What inspired me to draw grayscale? Do you do requests or commissions? Not currently, I would say. I'm way too busy normally as are, but it's not an impossibility for the future, at least. At some point, I reckon I will do like kind of a request stream, maybe, if I ever do like a donation, like a donathon. If I do a donathon, I reckon that would probably be something that people could do requests in. So keep an eye out. It's never an impossibility. Dun, 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 dun. Just checking my reference for my Kohai here. I'm sorry, Kohai. I don't really know exactly where all the hair goes. Sorry, some more people came in. Sidri, hello. Hakura, and we haven't even... saw fan art on me on Pinterest. What? You found me with fan art on Pinterest? That's so cool. Globie, I'm famous. Hi, Soup. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I did custom plumies. Plumie is like my fan base, right? That's you guys. This is what they look like. Initially, for my memberships, I offered custom plumies that I would make myself, but right now that is not on the menu anymore. It was like the first month because I realized that also that meant I would be taking on a little bit too much work. Because, I mean, I was busy prior, but going into membership exclusive stuff already made me a little bit more. Are you like Duolingo but VTuber form? Depends. How's your streak looking? You might not wanna drop that streak. But yeah, technically, I'm actually looking to dethrone Duolingo. Duo, I'm doing Quattrolingo. Te hablo español si quieres, jag kan prata svenska också. Och een beetje Nederlands. And a bunch of other words in other languages too. Oh, damn, Spanish. Sí, well, un poco español. It's Spanish or vanish, right? So, like, you know, I'm not gonna have Duo try to one-up me in Spanish. Eso nunca pasará mientras que estoy así.
He commission a circle with a large mass sign in it.
Commission a circle with a large plus sign in it. What is... I can't do a proper circle. Can I? This is just kind of like, this is just kind of Soup's way of for having me draw the Super Smash Brothers. Thank you, Soup. Misma, hi Misma. My question is, imagine this, right? You're with someone you like and you try to hold their hand for the first time, but they're holding a fish in each hand and you grab the fish. What do? Well, either you found the one for you, or how is that art related? I mean, fishing is an art, I guess. Wouldn't that become one of those cases where like they drop the fish? So like the fish is kind of like, no, blurb blurb, you know, like on the ground, and then they kind of go in for the, you know, they're just gonna pick up the fish again. But before they do, you're also there, and then your hands kind of touch. You know what I mean? And then you kind of like look at each other. over the fish that's on the ground. What a question. Pojo-san, hello. Your name sounds jouw naam klinkt een beetje Nederlands. Huh. Prima hoor. Alexa, play Love Story by Sailor Twift. Let's see. I have a question. Do you know a library of Runa music like Children of City? No, I do not. For the pose, do you doodle till your lines become a pose, or do you do body blocking? Ah, that's a good question, actually. It kind of depends in general. Body blocking, I tend to kind of like to do it. Right now we're just doing heads, so it doesn't really matter. But let's say if this was the head, I probably do the body blocking. Is this what body blocking is? I kind of just I tend to kind of do the thing. I'm drawing my Kohai. I'm starting with Maeve. There's gonna be 4 new Gen 3 girls for globie, the group that I'm part of, the corporation that I'm part of. They're debuting next weekend, so we are. I'm just drawing a little chibi, while answering your art-related questions. Very romantic about the fish. Opinion on chicken sketching and scratching. Chicken sketching? Oh, wait a minute. I know the expression, right? I think it's very valid, honestly. Is that just like when you don't really, when you it's very scribbly kind of thing? I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing right now, honestly. But honestly, it is for real. It's a very valid form of practicing. I tend to draw with really very few layers. I do it a bit more like you do acrylic painting. Because I have my base in traditional art. Something I like about traditional art is that, you know, it makes digital art feel a little easier because you don't have to commit fully. When you're doing it traditional, you kind of have to commit to something at some point, you know, like if you're doing it with graphite or charcoal stuff, you at some point you're just gonna have to start smudging things, and then you cannot erase it as easily. So then it kind of becomes like you have to commit, you know. You look like you could be in Genshin. Why, thank you. Man, it would be cool if I somehow was in Genshin. Chicken sketching is using your pencil very lightly as well as drawing quick short lines to make a long line. Oh, yeah. I think it's really good, like a good way to still practice. I do feel like if you want to do, you might want to practice doing long strokes for like when it comes to a line art, because chicken, like the sketchy line art, doing it like this makes line art look very messy. Dendro, who's Dendro? Dendro Genshin. Oh, that's cute. Totally green, totally gem focused. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. Oh, you're the dendro element. Ah, the plant element. Okay, that makes sense. It's an element, Vil. Dun, dun, dun. Question: what art piece took you the longest one to do? I cannot really show or say, but I can tell you how long it took me to make it. I lost track of it. I lost track of it because it was a picture that was supposed to be published, and I did multiple times. I worked for the greater part of a month on it. Easily 50 hours, the finished one, but I redrew it like 5 times, about the same amount, so. Hours every day for weeks on end, pretty much. Have you done a mural before? I've painted, not a full mural. Not a full mural. I've painted illustrations on a wall. Like painted little cute stuff, you know? Little cute stuff for a kid's room and stuff like that. So I have painted on actual walls, yeah. Do you also do traditional art or only digital? I do traditional art as well. I showed it on my hand cam. I had a couple of pictures in too, but I do some pictures I prep traditionally too. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if I still have them. Can I have a look? Yeah, okay. So I made these Puyo sprites, Puyo Puyo Tetris of myself and my friend Jesse Loom. We were gonna play Puyo Tetris, so I made those. Well, the actual inks of this are actual. Oh, how can I? How can I? Yeah, there you go. That'll work. These are ink on actual paper. They're just kind of a bit kind of bright because of bright like light and scans and stuff like that. But they look really clean on paper too. Your cute stuff. I mean, with this here, I'd say it's pretty even. Hi Ambrose, that's my buddy. That's my boy Ambrose right there. This is the one that I painted of Ambrose. So takes one to know one. Exactly. Together we will be unstoppable. Is this coffee or tea? Is this coffee? I have tea. I'm drinking some tea. I do like some coffee too. Have you ever tried to make art for your VTuber model? I mean, I made the plumie on my shoulder. I made the hand that's around. Let's see. I got assets as well. So yes, I made assets for myself. Only background study for a week. I do backgrounds too. What did you not see what I just showed? Did you not see the sanctuary? I made this in an evening. It's like yeah, it's grayscale. I have different process for grayscales. I just feel like backgrounds take a lot of time, so I tend to want to I do them sparingly, I suppose. I guess we should kind of just make the give him a little bit of a body for Chibi. Hot. Miss Ma, welcome. Thank you very much. Goodness, you just wanted to do the hot. Thank you, Dango. You sold another membership. I appreciate it. For those that don't know, Misma Rising is a friend of us, friend of me, friend of the Plumies, master fisher demon, a demon at fishing, a demon normally too. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little bit of how I would go about making some lighting decisions. I got the question before. I kind of want to box in the whole the picture. We're not gonna do any advanced lighting on this, but I will give you an example. Because I work in few layers, I just kind of I just merge everything and then go in and work on it separately, right? Like on its own. But I will show you a little like how to decide on certain things. Hamsters, never met them. Did I say hi to you, Citri? I'm sorry, there's been a lot of new people in chat that if I miss it, I apologize. Okay. We are gonna make the background a little darker. We are gonna make this background a little bit more neutral gray. Okay. I greeted. Yeah, I figured, but I just want to make sure. Hello, Sayu. Welcome, welcome. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. If we do, I usually like to illustrate this with like let's do the classic, like one side is one, the other one is the other, and I will show you how I think, like okay, let's put this one here. Okay, so the white, everything that this is not completely realistic, but it generally makes me think about how to proceed with the surfaces. Like I already tried to envision this in 3D, like these bits of hairs are covering the face, right? So doing something like this would not make sense because the light is kind of on the side and it's being like the hair shields it, like covers the face for it, you know? But parts of the face that stick out, like let's say, because you know the face isn't flat. How many layers are too many layers? 2. That's just because I like to work on one layer. There you go. It's a bit of an example. A little bit of white on this side too. And then we consider the other side. Similar thing. If these colors, if it wasn't white and red and they were different colors, there would be places where they would actually be part, like they would kind of be blended because of how they meet, you know? But here you got like a white and red kind of deal. This is something I practiced by actually taking pictures of a figurine and referencing it. Now, if we were to, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done it on the same layer. Another practice is that if we were to move this here, it would also change the dynamic quite a bit. So doing these kind of exercises is really good for considering the planes of the face and how light kind of affects it all. It's convincing enough. It's not completely realistic, but it's, you know, kind of lets you think about what parts would actually get light on them. It would also obviously be like this part here and the lower part of this, but yeah. Control P, have you ever seen or heard of the graphic novel movie Scott Pilgrim? I really like, I like the graphic novels, Scott Pilgrim. The style is cute, but I don't know. I find I like it. I like it, but it's not something I would like to draw myself, if that makes sense. I like how recognizable it is. It looks absolutely beautiful in pixel art if you play the game. Hi, Octavia. Seal shaper. Yeah, we're drawing a seal. Need to decide on the light for this one. What is a cute, like, simple light for a chibi, I wonder? Because this has a little bit more detail to it than your usual chibi. Chibis tend to not have a lot of light and shade happening. In fact, I might actually want to work on this one in color rather than grayscale, because chibis tend to be a little bit more simplified, a little bit more pastel-y. I don't know. My favorite animal is a plumie. Owls are pretty cool too. I'm biased though. Dun, 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 dun. Let's flip the canvas. That doesn't look too bad, honestly. The lines are pretty good where they are. Dun, dun. Hello, Harrier. Welcome, welcome. I guess I'll just do the light from above. That's a classic one, I guess. A little bit from the front, a little bit above. Make everything a little shiny. Chibis are best known for the thicker lines and everything anyway, so it's fine. We should probably clean the lines though. Are you accepting questions just regarding this? No, any art related questions, not this specific one. But if you're curious, then this is just, I'm just gonna be gifting it to my kohai. My plans right now is just gonna make a cute, like, nice, how do you say that? Cell shaded style. Cell shaded style, chibi. This is gonna be more like alternative one layer method of drawing a chibi. If you are someone that does line art pretty well, then you know, probably, and chances are you get your lines looking a little bit cleaner than mine do. But since I do it painterly style, that's just something that happens. I'm actually going to be using an airbrush for this, because I kind of want the little soft soft style. So I'm going to be doing using an airbrush for the line art. Looks like she's in water, and yeah, I guess what you mean. I get what you mean. It's just kind of everything's like, wow. Applaud people who think about the lighting before cleaning or doing more than... yeah, okay, I get you. I like to think about the lighting early, yeah. Something I don't do, which I wish I would do more, is actually plan the whole picture. I get kind of like, I kind of just go in and start talking, at least on stream, right? And just kind of almost hope for the best when it comes to poses and stuff. Usually I try to have some kind of reference of what kind of pose I want to go for, but it still doesn't always work out well. It's best to have like a better sketch routine happening. I never figured out how to use brushes and which ones for what. Honestly, I just use airbrush for everything. I do have some extra ones for special occasions, but I essentially have a soft airbrush. I have a medium airbrush, which essentially is just like a round normal one, and I have like a hard one. Those are the three brushes I tend to use, and I also have a variant of something between these two, which is a textured airbrush. Those are my preferred tools to use. What was the question, Octavia? You're kind of famous on Pinterest. Really? I'm famous, Plumies! Hello, Heavenly, welcome. How did you learn how to draw? I just started copying anime and video game characters that I liked. And then I started getting the idea of, you know, what if I draw them differently? Like my first original characters, they looked really, really bad. I mean, it was just kind of like, it was so obvious, the same character, just in different clothes. But you know, you gotta start somewhere. You can, I don't know, if you're drawing like, I don't know, Link from Zelda, and then you kind of give him a different haircut, but it's still, everything else is just Link. But you know, it starts somewhere. And then at some point I found way more tutorials. I got one of those, like, you know, learn how to draw books kind of deal. The tricky bit is like settling for something that works for you, because on my quest to want to become better, I would assimilate anything or almost like completely change direction so many times. Like, oh, that looks cool, I wish I could draw that too. Oh, that was cool, I wish I could draw that too. It took me so long to finally settle and appreciate what I do, what my style is. I kept almost trying to chase other people's styles, and now whenever I find something inspiring, I assimilate it into my style rather than trying to try to learn that other style. I just kind of look at it and try to figure out what I like about it, and then I kind of implement that too. It was about the sketches. Yeah, it is a method of working, having like step-by-step kind of process of doing a sketch, doing line art over the sketch. I like doing it painterly personally, because it kind of gives it a different kind of flow, a different kind of feel. Also, I always feel like I have to commit to the lines I make. That is really not the case. People that are good at line art are good at adapting and changing their pictures too, but I was never really good at it, so. Proxima, hello, hello. Rosaline, hello. Do you do traditional art? Yes, but not on stream. I am trained in traditional art. From sketching to inking to acrylic painting. But I find that with digital art, once you have your brushes set up and a nice way to work, you have a studio, an art studio that you can bring about everywhere, you know? But I do feel like traditional art translates really well into digital into traditional, not always so well. But I guess that should probably speak for itself, I guess. So question about fur, how to make it look good. Do you have any tips, especially like fluffy stuff that has one color, like black or white or brown? This is a bit tricky because you need to have it. Okay, let me show you some examples because Maeve has some fur here, right? Two ways. If we're gonna do it like if we're gonna do it, how do you say, cell shaded, then it's about the lines. Let me give you an example. Let me make a new layer. Then you kind of want to do lines like these. And also maybe they don't always completely connect to each other. Don't think about making lines like this. Try to do like use a line art brush. I'm gonna flip it over here because I make these curves easier this way. And then try to do strokes that are not connected to each other. Like we're talking about strokes like these, right? So you do strokes, you like barely connect them. Do some light ones. Do some stuff like this. Every so often, you kind of want to have it like, just kind of do this swish, 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 like this, right? And then you, let me just do it with white. It's gonna be a bit messy, sorry. There are better ways of going about this, but this is for example purposes. I have not taken courses, no, if that is what you mean about being fully self-taught. I have found, I've learned, I've read, I've read art theory books, I've done color practice things, I've seen some master classes, generally online, not actually been to school for art. But so I really feel like the whole concept of being self-taught, it's kind of a tricky one because obviously there's you are being taught. I didn't reinvent the wheel, I was taught the wheel. All right, so we got this part. Let me use a lighter gray to kind of show you. If you're gonna do the gray, the shading this way, then you kind of just do it like you would any other surface, but then you use the same kind of erasing inside here too. You kind of want to give it some shapes. Uneven shapes like this. Oops. And then it kind of looks a bit fuzzy, you know? See what I mean? This is one way of doing it cell shaded. You can also go in and do like little groups of it here and there too. To kind of add the preferably in the same like direction as the rest of it. Honestly, that looks a bit silly. Not too much though. And you get a little bit of fuzz there, right? But this is the cell shade. This is kind of like a cell shaded style, right? We are doing for a little bit of a painterly one. If you're doing it painterly, don't think too much about the actual okay, let me switch the music. I think it loops, but not all the best. Okay. If I'm gonna do it the way I'm planning for this one, with my airbrush tools, I'm probably gonna do it the same way, like I was just saying, like give it a little bit of an uneven shape. But then it also comes with doing the little extras on top of it, because that already looks fuzzy, right? Bye, Katie. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. then it kind of just becomes like a layer upon layer with soft definitions like this. That already looks way faster, see? Already looks a bit fuzzy, soft, puffy. Much faster. But yeah, basically you build that up. You build it up with, you know, doing it layer, doing it layer upon layer, like this, with some shapes. Make it fuzzy. I'm sorry if I'm missing questions, but if you have any, just drop them again. Love your style. Thank you. I have so many influences to my style. What's your favorite part of drawing? Just putting on some good, like some nice music that you vibe to, and then losing yourself in the picture. The zone, I guess. The zone is my favorite part of drawing. Smug Selkie. No problem, Natsu. Hi, hi. This is indeed a Smug Selkie. Do you reckon that Maeve uses a Selkie stick when taking pictures? I hope she's not in chat. Oh my gosh, I hope she's not in chat. Do you make drawing tutorials? I do not make them, but right now today I am I'm answering questions as a form of tutorial. In drawing, I really love the sense of control over lines. Like when you do one line, you know that's the one. Sketches aren't dirty. Understand it's different. Yeah. No, there's something like in art for everybody. You have to find that thing you love about your art. Like I said, it's like the only way to get better at it is by continuously doing it. But if you feel like it's a chore or it doesn't make you feel happy, then you haven't found your thing that you really like in art. The misconception is that artists need to do absolutely everything. Absolutely not. You don't have to. It is a plus if you want to, depending on what you want to do, or if you want to explore things, to do multiple things. But you absolutely do not have to be able to draw buildings or machines or even characters if you don't want to. Just find what it is you like about drawing, and that can be your specialty. That can be your base, your specialty, and once you're really good at that, you can expand on it. Which app do you use? I use Clip Studio Paint. Also on phone, I use Clip Studio. Someone asked me what tablet I use. I currently have a really old Cintiq 13 HD. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it because like of multiple things. It works really well, but there are some things I would like to improve on it. Nowadays I would say like a Wacom 1 12-inch or something is completely good, like completely plentiful. Bum, 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 bum. I should use Clip Studio. Ibis or Ibis Paint is completely. It's really good though. It is a very based choice, gotta say. I went to Clip Studio from Paint Tool Sai. I loved Paint Tool Sai up until I wanted to do prints, and then it just really wasn't. It did not handle memory management that well, large size canvases. But then I had to force myself to find my brush settings and find like something I liked about Clip Studio for a while, and then it just kind of naturally went over to it, bit by bit, you know. Don't focus too much on what. Don't focus too much on what the what program you're using. Focus on your end results. If you are learning and you want to learn, then you might want to go for a program or platform that a lot of people are using. Like I would probably, if you're, let's say you splurge, you bought an iPad, and then you have the option of whatever is available on the iPad to draw on, I would say use Procreate, because Procreate will have a lot of tutorials, a lot of resources for you to use, right? There are so many capable art programs. You could do well with any of them. I've tried a multitude of them. There is a way to make them all work. I feel like especially so with the fact that I kind of only use what's it called? Airbrushes. That you find airbrushes in every program, right? So I could make do with any of them. But the important thing is how well you like it. Like Clip Studio is very overwhelming because you have a lot of windows, a lot of settings. It's like opening Photoshop or something like that for the first time. Everything is activated, it's in your face, it's really cluttering everything out. So for me, like using Clip Studio now, I kind of know which kind of windows I want to have up. I'll know where I want to have my color selector in order to work efficiently. And this is also why I have a hard time going into using another program, because I kind of know how and what I want available, you know? Clip Studio is great, sure. It has so many, like, it has everything that you would find in like Photoshop for drawing and stuff like that. But it also has some shortcomings. So it's not going to be the one size fits all for everyone. Was there any other questions? I see Moonshido's question. I used to think ads were useless, but it led me to your channel, so I'm grateful. Thank you, Elsie. Thank you for giving me a shot. I'm glad you found that it was a nice one. That's probably one of the nicest things anyone can say about my ads. I'm also one that likes to skip ads. But hey, if it brought you here, then all the better for then it was a good ad. Oopsie. Welp. This is quite nice, just answering questions on art stream as well. One eye is bigger than the other. Aha! I have detected the discrepancy. Nothing that can't be fixed later, but hey, why let it be a later kind of thing when it can be a now kind of thing? I did not make my VTuber myself. It was done by my mama, Reo. Credits found in, how do you say? In the description at the bottom. Do you have a preference in terms of drawing male and female body? A lot of people around me draw female body, but I mostly draw male bodies, and we all say the other one is harder. I mean, basically, that's I find female bodies easier because I used to like draw a lot of Vocaloid stuff. I used to draw some Toho stuff. So just generally female, mainly female characters, right? Drawing like muscular bodies is a bit easier for male as well, but I would not kid myself thinking that I'm just like as good as drawing everything, as drawing all of them. I definitely need more references if I'm gonna draw a male character. Hello Laurie, welcome. I definitely need more references if I'm gonna draw a male character. I can, but I feel like I'm just better at drawing female characters. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't draw a male character though. I like the variations of the usual male characters where you have them in different age, bulkiness, you know. It's kind of like, it's a bit of a shame, I would feel too, because they vary up male characters way more than they vary up female characters in media and games and animation and stuff. I always like seeing female characters being a little bit more varied up as well, honestly. I know that might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, though. What's the first person you drew? In Globie, Miel senpai. In general, don't remember. Male gaze is, of course, is definitely a thing that affects stuff like that. When did you start drawing? Many moons ago. Since I could hold a pencil and push it against paper. Hello Joe, welcome. How are you this fine day, Joe? Forgive me if this was already asked. No worries, if you repeated questions are fine, and if they repeat, I will answer them again. Let's see. What are your favorite things to do when making art, Bill? Giving things shape, I guess. I love, like, when it comes to like a part of a character, I love drawing the eyes. I love drawing the expressions. I really like hands too. I feel like hands are so expressive. I always try to incorporate them somehow in a picture. Anyone that can master hands, they were so tricky to learn though. But I feel like just adding a hand to a picture, like, it adds so much. I have to. Do you only draw anime style? No, Hakura, I do not. Look at some of the other things that I've done. I also know how to draw realism to some extent, a little stylized things. I painted this. I like to draw props and things like that too. Let's see. You have the I like doing these kind of things too. You know this one from the lore video. So this is still anime style, but it has a little bit of other intricacies happening. Hi VV, welcome. We have I like doing prop stuff, like if you look at the alchemy lab stuff like this too. Doing the wooden texture on the table. All of this was painted by me for my lore video. You're getting the limited edition behind the scenes untextured ones. But yeah. So no, I can do realism too. I just prefer anime. I just think it's cute. It's really cute and pretty. The most I do in drawing is outfit design. That is great though. Outfit design is also really tricky. Now I can, after doing all the art for the lore video, I can finally show you guys that I can do other things as well. Art related ones. Even though they're kind of scribbly, sketchy, because they're meant to look like kind of, you know, inked and worn and stuff. I can at least, I'm happy that I can show you that I can actually draw some other stuff. Let me just merge everything and actually save. I've done some specific outfit designs for certain characters and things like that. Always nice to take into account, you know, a specific style. Rum, pum, pum, pum. Pum, 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 pum. Something looks off about the eyes though. It's because she has a little bit of like sad eyes, I guess. Ring, bim, bim. Yeah, if anyone is just joining, I am answering art related questions with examples if possible. If you have any kind of technique, art, approach questions of how to do certain things, or if you are stuck with something, by all means drop them. He's got a bit of sleepy eyes. Yeah, that's the one. Not really sad eyes, just sleepy. Bum, 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 bum. So she actually has some puffs here on the sides. Let's just give them the appropriate puff. She's also she has a silver hair, right? So whenever we, like I told you guys before, we're gonna do silver hair, we're gonna need to do it. Oh, this is a good example to give you to show you something too. Silver hair needs to have a little bit of a blue tone to it. We'll do it after. But I was gonna show you with these little puffy things. Usually when you do a sphere, you kind of want to kind of do the you know, like light, medium, shaded. But in order to give this kind of like a spherical shape, if we just do a sphere on the side here, we're gonna use the same principles as I'm gonna show you here. If we do it like this, we also need to give a little bit of light here because of the secondary lighting. If the light comes from the top, it is very likely that it'll be bouncing off of the room somehow onto the object. So it gives you a really good opportunity to give this whole like a more round feel if you actually give this kind of a lighter edge lighting on it too. In traditional art, if the hair is white and the paper is white, what do you do to make it more realistic? Shade it. If you have color pencils, get something that is kind of like light purple, lilac, and use that for edge, like shaded on the edge. Otherwise, of course you can leave it. You kind of work with values instead, right? Sometimes it's nice if you have the kind of paper that is for like actual drawing, sketching paper. That's kind of a bit more yellow, you know what I mean? If you have you can get like a watercolor pencil. Watercolor pencils are the kind of, they just look like normal pencils, right? Like the kind of colored pencils like this. But when they're watercolor, they have like a bit of a watercolor pore. So basically when you draw with this, it's like a chalky. And if you use water, it'll kind of, you know, it'll let you do this on your page. But what you do instead is that you only use the white watercolor pencil, and then you kind of use it for highlights everywhere on a yellow page. It looks really cool. Basically you get something similar to this effect here. everything is kind of yellowed, but then the highlights on with those kind of watercolor pencils are gonna look much nicer when you also just put it on top. Because it's this kind of thick, chalky material, it'll go on top of your already existing lines. So if you're just gonna have this kind of pencil, you can also do highlights on the eyes afterwards. Like that, you know? You can come in afterwards and then add some highlights on everything. This works for traditional too. I've done it multiple times. Also for marker drawings and stuff. If you use markers when you actually, like alcohol markers, you can do this on top of the markers as well. Give me just a mo, everybody. I need a little break. I will be right back. I'll answer this one. How do you do stretch fabric like a sweater stretching over someone's body? Like almost like elastic fabric. I got a good one for that one. I'll show you. I'll tell you in a mo. Okay. Let me be right back. Hello. Hello, Bianca. I'm gonna have my snack also. It's about time to have a snack. It's just not gonna crunch this time, so I'm it's just gonna be my rose cook. I'll try to have a bite. Let's see. No crunch today. Okay. Jennifer, do you have an idea of what part of the body you kind of want the sweater stretch? I feel like usually when it comes to sweaters, it's usually around the chest area, both for guys and girls. Oh, like a sweater around the thighs. Well, basically, you gotta remember that sweaters are pretty elastic. If they're kind of tight on someone, they'll like a dress sweater, like a longer one. That's a good question. Like, good to clarify. I'll wait for that one so I can give an illustration. Just a long sweater like a baggy shirt. Well, I would say, let me see. I wonder if I can just grab like a, let me see if I can find like a free like PNG of like, let's see, female figure, just like a silhouette, this works. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab this silhouette. I'm gonna put a sweater on them. Does that work? I'm also, is it like a knitted sweater? Probably knitted sweater. Bum, 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 bum. Depending on how thick or thin, if it's a thick or thin knitted sweater, I would still say like a sweater is able to follow the shape of it all. But basically I would probably do like first decide on where the kind of tighter spots are gonna be. Probably here, probably here, kind of the kind of elastic bits, right? And then everything is probably gonna sag out of like, because of how, if it's baggy, gravity is just gonna make things kind of sag a little bit at the bottom, like, you know, everything's gonna bloop, like the shape, the general shape of it all is just gonna be like heaviest bit here. This is still holding on to the body. You said like thighs too, so it's even a lower, even longer. That's kind of like a dress sweater, but yeah. We'll do the top first. Top part kind of form-fitting. If we take the chest into account as well, then you gotta remember that this does not do the anime vacuum. The anime vacuum shape of everything, you know? You kind of have to decide if it's a baggy sweater, if it's a tight sweater, if this is even gonna happen. And if it does the anime vacuum cloth thing, then it's probably 2 sizes too small, honestly. I guess if you're gonna do a really long sweater, then the whole thing is gonna be more of a poncho effect if we're gonna do like one down here. This part is still tight. This part is still tight around the, like, even though it's gonna be stretching with the legs moving, right? Same principle. Everything will kind of, it's gonna have a little bit of like almost like a muffin top thing at the bottom. But then the rest of it is gonna want to, from the shoulder to the hips, it's generally gonna follow the shape of everything, but not to the point where it's completely vacuum tight. Even the chest area is gonna have a significant, like, this part here is gonna be like sticking out, because it is, if it does stick out, or if they have like a smaller like not as pronounced chest, even so there's still a little bit of a outward going curve there, and then everything else is just kind of just falling, sagging, drooping down. If it's ribbed or if it has patterns, doing these kind of lines to guide, it's probably a good way of giving it a shape, like a good shape too. Like this, see? The arms are also kind of to have the same thing. They're gonna be like tight around the wrists. Everything else is gonna be sagging. But also remember, like, depending on how you have your arms, the arm is not gonna sag this way. You're not gonna have the space here. That only happens in fantasy anime stuff. The top part is gonna be pushed down on the body regardless. The other part might be a little bit more saggy. This one's gonna be following the arm, and then this part is just gonna come down with the extra fabric. Extra fabric here, tight against the top of the arm. You see? So the parts that actually are holding the sweater up, I'm gonna be marking with blue maybe. Proxima, thank you so much. I'm glad you had a good time. And Jay Lee, thank you so much as well. Gravity, the blue part is where gravity is kind of doing its thing on the sweater. Green parts are just the elasticity. Oh, like, let me just do a red instead. Elasticity of the actual cloth doing its thing across here, of course, and here. But then this is just kind of saggy, this part here, basically. But they got like a nice, really baggy sweater. Any tips for making hair look more realistic, like actual realism? Sure. A lot of lines. Let me use the same silhouette. I'll show you a way to do it. Let me do it with gray as well. Oh, that's a bit too similar gray to what I've got in the background. Okay, we got a fun little hairstyle here, right? Very anime, but we want it more realistic. Shading and highlighting is gonna be your friend. First, think about the shape of the hair, because the hair is not plasticky. It follows the shape of the head. If it's bright to the top, it's darker to the bottom, this kind of deal. Then you go on a separate layer and start kind of doing things like this. I'm gonna do it with, I don't want to ruin my tablet, but it's just a really good way of doing it. A lot of lines, collected lines. You're essentially combing the hair. Oh, actually, let me do it on a separate one. This has to be on a separate layer though, because you're gonna need to do the same kind of treatment on the hair afterwards. Separate layer, bunch of lines, thin lines. You're essentially giving it's like a sketch. You're essentially giving the hair the shape you want it to, almost like strand by strand, but not really, right? Almost like strand by strand. And you try to give it the shape and follow the way that you want it to do. Try to think about the layering of the hair, like what is on top, what is shorter, what is longer. Try to connect. Don't do small lines. The hairs are long strands all the way. Remember where they connect. Think about the structure of the hair. Hair tends to start like, at the top, go down. Okay, so we got some strands here that you've drawn. Now you lock the layer and you go in with airbrush to kind of give it the shading on top of everything. And you can use some other effects like glow effect on top of it after to kind of give it the shimmer at the top, wherever the light is hitting, and you get something that looks a little bit more realistic because of the different hair strands, right? It's a very quick method because I'm kind of going through the also getting to my progress, but I hope that answers a little bit. You can rewatch the VOD, remember when I said it, then you can like check it back if you want. or make a clip. No problem, Z King. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. I will try to have an answer for everything without being a wise ass. I will have answers, rhetorical answers to your rhetorical questions. Thanks, everybody. I hope it's been helpful. I have studied a lot of different art styles, trying to find my own. So some of these like things I may have come across while trying to learn it myself. What art goals are you hoping to achieve, Bill? Is there anything in your art you wanted to improve? Anything in your art that you wanted to improve in the future? That's a very good question. I will say I'm very comfortable with my art style. Funny enough, I would like to get better at planning my pictures again. Ever since I discovered I can just wing it, I have not really been planning a lot. Thank you, Bianca. Have a nice lurk. I've not really been thinking too much about how to plan a picture, but obviously planning a picture is the way to go. For any kind of commissions and things, it's always good to plan a picture. Yeah, you'll reference a lot of other styles before finding your own style, and yeah, exactly. So in that sense, like I learned a lot of them, and now I can use them whenever I need it. Bum 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 bam bam. What inspired you to draw? Stories. Even as a young owlet, I always thought of what if scenarios for cartoons, movies, like what if this and that happened, what if this and that happened, and that just gave me the urge to kind of draw the silly scenarios. I didn't settle for just drawing the character. It was the character doing something silly, you know? I think that character would like ice cream, so I drew the character eating ice cream, that kind of thing. The expressiveness of it all is what inspired me to draw to begin with. Who do you draw the most? Well, I have drawn a lot of Vocaloid. I've drawn a lot of stuff like that too, I guess. But you're not gonna find it under my like easily, I guess. That's not a challenge to go finding it either. Right now I'm drawing my globie genmates the most. But I guess it's kind of difficult to say who I draw the most. But I draw anime the most, I suppose. I always like drawing an anime that I'm following, that I've been watching. Video game characters or series that I like. I've not done a lot of fan art per se as since I debuted 7 or so months ago. I've mainly been drawing my genmates, my colleagues, my senpai, and now I'm drawing my kohai. You know what? You are right. I didn't think about that, Miri. I was like, I only drawn myself once. But no, I've drawn myself. I've drawn myself the most. That is very true. For one project, I now easily take the top spot. I haven't even thought about that. I kind of see the lore video as this one project as a whole, you know? But no, you're right. Bum, 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 bam, bam. Oh no, she got sunburned. Yeah, she's been out in the sun for too long. Just checking that it's actually on a separate layer right now before I merge it. This is, yeah, it's always gonna look cursed. I've tried to do it without it looking cursed, like go straight into the overlay layer, but then I just miss a lot of surfaces, so it's not good to skip. There's one keg count. Yeah, I have drawn a keg as well. We're working really hard on that kegs appeal on this channel. Dun, dun. Oof. Oh, doesn't look good. Okay, let me find that sweet spot. It's tricky. Maeve is very pale. I think I want to keep this little color though. I'ma just make this little side palette right here, because I kind of like this for the shading actually. Okay, and let me go back in and oh, keep hitting the wrong one. We're gonna make it really much brighter. Okay. Now we'll see if we can go in and do it a little bit with this. Yeah, kinda works. Needs to be a little darker, I guess. Can it be multiply maybe? Yes, it can. It most definitely can. Bum 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 bam bam. Okay, now we just merge a lot. It's all merged. I also notice, let's see, what Cakes appeal. Yeah, we got that one since since last Stardew stream. Just motivated to finish a drawing I started and left for a month unfinished. There you go, Hakur. I'm so glad. Like I said, you'll get really sleepy on my stream, or you will suddenly find motivation to draw alongside with me. Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's very tricky, Miri, that it's a commitment. It is most definitely a commitment. I'm not fond of the idea, but I think it'll benefit the chibi more if I actually merge things now, because of this kind of cel-shaded style to it. If I'm gonna keep doing it the same way, I probably need to merge it now. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for your questions today. They've been really fun to answer. I hope I've been able to help you all out a little bit. Honestly, I'm quite comfortable where I have my art style. I've done multiple kinds of things, different things as well. So I know I'm confident enough to feel like my art style is versatile. Maybe not fast with everything, but I can adapt to do all kinds of things based on experience and stuff like that, you know? And I'm glad I've been able to show a little bit of that since debut now with some of the projects I've been doing. Because I don't want art streams to just go on forever with one picture. I find that, again, with one of those cases of like me using myself as a reference for like what I enjoy watching on stream or not. It might be a bit of like an impatient nature with that kind of stuff with streams, but I find it kind of like I don't want to jump into an art stream like a month later and it's still the same picture. You know what I mean? So a lot of the art that I'm doing for the art streams here for you guys is definitely meant to not be that long of a picture. If I were to be doing it as a kind of like if it was a commission or a task or some kind of like assignment and things like that, I would probably work on a picture way more to kind of really polish it. But for the art I do on stream, it's kind of meant to be a bit quicker and maybe not get too hung up on the details, which is actually a good practice to do, especially for someone like me who can be a bit of a perfectionist. It's been a really good practice to just let go and be okay with it, good enough for certain things. Because there's a huge scale between perfect and good enough. And okay, you know, like the good enough looks great. Perfect is like a lot more extra work. Which would be nice to do, but honestly, not a lot of people realize or notice the work put into that perfect picture. So trying to work with good enough has really helped me find a much better kind of end goal, like visualize the end goal better. Hello Gummy, welcome. Yeah, you can. Believe you me, I've seen someone work on the same art piece for almost 4 months. And we're talking like updates every 2-3 days on social media kind of a thing. At some point you kind of go in as like, what is the difference from the last one? What did you even do? And it's like, at some point I got curious enough and brought the picture into like my art program and did like, you know, a layer on and off to kind of see if I could even spot the difference. And it was something minimal that didn't even look bad the first time around, and definitely was not deserving of 5 days extra work on this, you know? Working the way I do. You saw my YouTube app. Ooh. Why, hello Gummy. So nice of you to drop by. Was it a really... No, it wasn't actually. It was just like a couple of characters in a scene. I mean, it had a background and things like that too, but it was things like changing... There were some wings involved, so they were changing the feathers of the wings and stuff. Your Menchi. Did it expire on the stream? Oh my gosh. Good job finishing the drawing. Where am I from? Where am I from? Where do I even come from, everybody? I am originally from Sweden. I live in the Netherlands. My name is an influence of both. Oh, maybe that's why I saw the ad, because I live in the Netherlands. That could very well be. My name is Vlhelm Vanderbos. Het klinkt een beetje Nederlands. Vind je niet? Maar Nederlands is mijn vierde taal. So, it's een beetje... I don't know how you say that. Hoe zeg je dat? A little clunky. But yeah, Dutch is my fourth language. So, yeah, you got Swedish, Spanish, English before that. But yeah, I do live in the Netherlands. So, thank you for giving me a click. Thank you for everything, really. Never get used to the Dutch jump scares. Schrik. Boo. That's the Duolingo, the Quattrolingo setting for ya. You don't never know when the options switch over to Dutch. I'll be fluent eventually, at some point. I feel like I keep improving, which is really nice. Het is altijd een herinnering, omdat ik Nederlands spreek. Een klein beetje. Maar ik vind het een leuk taal. Misschien mijn favoriete taal. No, it was about to expire. No. Hey, Nico, you're about to be a member for yet another month, but 2 days from now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that away from you now. Did you wanna be membership for 4 months? You better resubscribe. No wonder your name sounded kind of Dutch. Yeah, Vanderbos is an old way of saying from the forest. I'm an owl. We sent it before it expired. Yeah. On top of that, oh, you totally did, Jennifer. Gosh. I see yours also expired. My alchemists. They are expiring. Ohio, hello. Ohio gozaimasu. Welcome to my stream. What do you think of pixel art? Probably the most beautiful medium to ever grace video game ever. For me personally, I do it very sparingly. I'm not that good at pixel arting, but I love how pixels look. Hello, my fellow humans. It is quite nice to see pixel art being made. Just the little clicks here and there, click, click, click. I've done some pixel art, not on stream or anything, but I do find it quite fun to do. It just takes a lot of time. I'm not really that good at it. I did get pixel art gifted by none other than resident magician Mary Mage. And I don't think Mary necessarily is like, you know, like very proficient in pixel art. That was your first pixel art, wasn't it, Mary? You did it. You totally did too, Octavia. You did the little plumies. Let's see, pixel art. Dude, can I pixel art myself? There you go, I'm pixel art. Look everybody, I'm pixel art. Ah! That is my pixel art is better than anime style art in my opinion, sure, but anime art in pixel style is superior to everything. This is my illustration of how it feels when either you stub your toe or your foot's asleep. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Pixel art is not a pixel style. It is not a specific. It is a medium. Chibi or serious art, like chibi. I mean, I can do all kinds. I don't get what you're trying to ask there. You might wanna rephrase the question. If you're trying to get my preference of art style. Stroomboot. That's like an electric bolt or something, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Butcher. That's a bone, isn't it? How can you make it look like an anime character is looking in the mirror? Did I close it? I closed it, didn't I? No. I totally had that. You prefer digital or traditional art? I am taught, like, I mean, I learned everything generally traditional. There are a few things that get my motivation and inspiration going more than just like having a nice little sketch pad and a pencil, like a 2B lead pencil or something. But ultimately, I find digital art quite relaxing. Maybe due to the fact that I don't need to fully commit to it. If you are a traditional artist or you do both, you might understand what I'm saying when you don't have to commit. But yeah, I do like I like both, honestly. I really can't pick one over the other. I like traditional art quite a lot, but it is lacking to the sense that, you know, I mean, while it's the purest form of working on art and stuff like that, the scale that you can take digital art so easily is really nice. How accessible it is, you know. You look at this one that I did, for instance. Now you can slip another fish question. That's fine, Misma. This one, I would be able to illustrate this, all the feather stuff and stuff like that in traditional as well, but just the fact that this went so easy to do, easy I say, but like, you know, smooth, nice flow, without needing to commit to a lot of these things. Is part why I like digital art, but I can do both. Gonna hit the hay. Okay, Neku. Thank you. Good job getting your art done. Clenched my fist and whispered, yes! Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The fish question. The fish question. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Gotta draw a very like surprised fish in anticipation for this. I don't know what I'm doing really, it was just for funsies. Oh no, she's gonna ask the question. Where's the question? So imagine this one, right? Again, imagine there's a person you like and they're paying for your meal, but they reach in their pocket and accidentally pull out a fish. What do you do? So they accidentally pull out a fish and it goes on the floor? I mean, personally, I would have a hard time not saying, was that a fish in your pocket or were you just having a good time? Was that a... What else can you say about that? I mean, obviously, I would find a way to joke about the fact that there was a fish there. It also depends on what kind of fish it is. You can make a pun. You can make a pun over the fact of what kind of fish it is. Carp. Okay, it's carp. Let's see. Carp. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carp. Does it fall on a carpet? If so, it's perfect. But yeah, I would joke about it, honestly. Something about a scaly, like that's escalate. That works in text only. Escalating because you're scaling because of fish scales. Now this is a fishy, like you're I thought you were kind of fishy, depending on if you enjoyed the date. Was it a date? Hold up. There's a person you like. Okay, you do like them, so you want them to like you back. Well, that's kind of fishy. I don't know. If it was like, if you're on a date and you didn't enjoy the date, you're kind of like, I figured you were kind of fishy, you know, but I guess not. I love these questions, Miss Ma. It's kind of like you've been in that situation yourself. But since it's kind of like asking for a friend kind of a question, maybe you were the one with the fish in the pocket. Can't believe you put up with these questions, but now that you've allowed this, you should explain more of these hypotheticals in the future. You're not safe. Well, not every stream is a question stream, Miss Ma. Let's see, Moonshiro. Okay, another question. Any tips on how to do more round and girlish type of anime eyes? I'm usually doing eyes similar to yours, but if I try to do it like Maeve's eyes, they turn up really wonky and proportional to the face. Asking for a friend, right? So imagine you have this person you like, right? Either you've been in that situation, but knowing Miss Ma probably has a fish in a pocket somewhere. Because Miss Ma probably does, like, you know, you're gonna go meet her somewhere, and then it's like Stardew. Miss Ma just pulls up like oh look, there's a fish in the pond. Just pulls up like a rod, and then whoosh, bloop, and then click. Okay, finally you got the. Oh, yes, I finally got that carp. I'm gonna sell it at the store later, but first I gotta meet this friend. So. So then you just go meet the friend, and then they're like, oh, I'll pay, don't worry. And then the next item slot that you pick in real life is actually the fish. So you just like hold a fish over your head that's like disproportionately big to your body because it's an icon, but in the real life it's just as big as your body. You're just like, oh, sorry, I thought I was holding my bag of gold instead, so sorry, let me put that away. So yeah, there you go. I knew there was something fishy around here. I do believe when people say you can't have inspo without looking at inspiration, because it's not true for me. I don't really understand what you're trying to say, Pink Poison, but Pink Poisson, no, Pink Potion. Yeah. Majora's Mask characters walking through. Welcome. Let's see. Nice drawing. Thank you, Gummy. How did you learn to do anatomy? How long did it take you to master it? I'm still mastering it. Learning anatomy made it easier doing the step-by-steps of like thinking how long something should be. Like if you're gonna do a body, that you kind of count the head sizes depending on what age you want the character to be. You have like one head size, then it's like a body depending on the age or whatever, or what kind of character you want. It should be like between 8 to 12 head sizes. And then you have like the different proportions of the body at different length. Like an arm, an elbow should be at the height of the navel. You know, there's a lot of these rules you can follow to kind of get better at like anatomy in general. But the best thing to do is just really reference a lot. Try to copy reference poses, redraw poses, think about what they would look like in different situations and angles. And sometimes the answer is you just get used to it. Yeah, exactly. The thing is like, for me, you always get the answer like, oh, just do figure drawing, as if like you should draw like from models and people posing and stuff. I kind of, my own variant of that is that if you want to learn to draw anime, and you want to combine that with figure drawing, then draw plastic models, you know, like the actual figurines. Draw figurines, because not only do they actually exist in real life, because people like pretentious art people will tell you anime doesn't exist, anime isn't realistic, but there are figurines in real life that you can hold and turn and twist and reference, that you can actually put a desk lamp to shine the light on their faces, so that the light actually shows you what it would look like in full realism if the sun was actually in a specific angle. So, yeah. Anime figurines can be quite expensive, but there are some, you can easily get a hold of some, you know, not legit ones. Like we're talking like maybe bootlegs or something that tend to be the cheaper ones. But you can get a hold of also some legit ones that are like meant to be like prize figurines or something, and you could work on practicing on that face. Hello Scones, welcome. McDonald's kitty toys too. I guess so. Are there like anime McDonald's kitty toys? Because honestly, you just kind of need something that... The one thing with like an actual anime PVC figure or something is that the colors tend to not be very shiny. Last I saw like some kind of like... The kitty toys tend to be kind of shiny plastic, you know? How do you make the face more realistic in anime? You treat it as if it's 3D. Do I have something? This is a bit more of a realistic face in anime. You study the planes of the face. Oop, whoa. Think about the planes of the face. Think of the shapes behind everything. What goes up, what goes out, what goes in. And then study the shading to make that happen. Basically, the face here has this kind of path of going like this. So if the light is from the top, this is shaded. This part, everything that goes in is shaded. This part is shaded. Technically, this should also be shaded. And then this part gets shaded. The other thing is kind of lit up. There's something called, let's see if I can find what it is. It's different for anime, but it's a good thing to study. There are so many studies for this. Let's see, 3. here's a good example. You can find many of them on Sketchfab. But oh dang, I can't really change the lighting on this, can I? Madcap, no. I don't remember how to do this, sorry. I'll post this for you guys here. Contours, yeah. You can go to Sketchfab, which has a lot of different models, so you can search. Like I searched gray anime head, and that'll give you a preview of a 3D model. There are some that where you can actually change the actual where the lighting is coming from. That would be like the best thing to do, honestly, but I don't remember what. Okay, Alt. Okay, you got the anime head. You hold Alt and you move your mouse around, and then you can change where the lighting is coming from, and that'll give you an idea of how to shade the face. It's a very good reference tool. It essentially lets you do what I was talking about of you doing with your own model, with like your own figurine. But that's basically how to go about it, I would say. Bum, 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 bum. Bam, bam, bam. Beautiful Noble Owl is back. Hello, Steep. I am indeed back. I'm still drawing. What do you think your ability would be if you were in Genshin? I would put everyone to sleep. And then leave them vulnerable for critical attacks for everyone else to do. The camera would swoosh around me. I would just be like, bringing up a teacup and be like, you know, like, oh, time for tea. Yeah, so with like a nice like, tea time, everybody, you know. Time for a nice cup of tea. And then everyone just like I take a sip, and then it just expands from me in an area of effect, and then all the enemies in that area just like, ooh, get like stunned and put to sleep. I don't know if that already exists, but yeah, that would be what I do. With variations to if I'm hurt, then I would sound like, you know, strained, but still want my tea. Even now, I need my tea. I could really use a cup of tea, you know? And my idle voice clip would be like reminding you to do. I wonder if you have you done your language practice today? So people would just completely opt not to have me in their group, because I would constantly remind them that they need to do language practice. But then I would pull I would pull any strings I can to be like a really good character, so that people still have to use me, but then they'll constantly get reminded to do language practice. And that would be my way of getting back at people that choose to do their Genshin dailies instead of their language dailies. Wait, you know Genshin? I played it a long time ago. Not anymore though. Yeah, that's the one, Miri. That's the one. The daily rewards. Perdón, no entiendo qué rewards estás hablando. I'm sorry, I don't understand what rewards you're talking about. I said in fluent Spanish because I did my language practice. You're gonna answer the ice question. Oh, sorry, Moonshiro. Let's see. You have a hard time shaping the eyes. What seems to be? What do you find is the different thing, like difficult with it? Do they become too sharp? Yeah, Gummy. Genshin Impact is a popular mobile game. Not only mobile, it's on PC as well, I guess, and console. But it's it's very big on all the different characters it features. I don't know if you actually do mean if it's a rhetorical question or not, but either way, that is what Genshin is. Moonshiro was asking, you having some trouble with the eyes? How round and big they are, it just comes out of proportion to the face. There are some good, like, how do you say that? But like Maeve, you said about Maeve's eyes, right? Maeve has like if you think about the actual lash and framing of the eye, first of all, Maeve's eyes are kind of like done a little bit slanted, like a little sleepy, long lashes, but they also still have the, oh dang it, I'm doing it wrong. Also has like this shape. Maeve has kind of these eyes, right? So you kind of have these kind of sleepy eyes. you put the iris in that after. I drew the eyes kind of nice big and round for the chibi, but this app is Clip Studio Paint. Okay, so you have some pretty good lines, like guides, for facial proportions. Yeah, big eyes tend to be lower placed. Generally, there's this kind of good rule to follow of how you can like divide a face up. Like this. And this kind of spacing is where the eyes generally should go. With the nose and the nose like and the mouth. It all depends on the style, of course. You might want to if you're trying to do it in a specific style, you might want to do the check where these kind of positions of the face are in the style that you're trying to draw. Maeve's eyes would be kind of like this. This eye obviously would be too big for the face. This is gonna look so silly when I do it like this, but yeah, it's completely looking. It just got the weird derpy face. I think these eyes are also a bit too big for the face. But this is and also, like, if it were to be more accurate to what Maeve's eyes actually look like, the eyes would still need to be smaller and a bit more further apart. It all kind of comes down to style, right? It might actually even be something more like this. But I guess you can split it up in this kind of way. I'm just doing a chibi, so she's look a little bit full of herself with nice big chubby cheeks. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's doing something I don't mean it to do. Chat has been very active today. I think either Bloomies have fallen asleep or they're just working on their own art. Which is really fair because, you know, it's around time to round up stream anyway. Nice. That's very based. Owls are good. Hello, Lone. Welcome. How are you? Drinking some tea? Alright, Mushiro, that might help out. Like, space them a little bit more, make them smaller, shrink them down something. It's really tricky to say, really, because there's so many different styles that, you know, like, there are different things that make a character recognizable. I might want to make the body a bit smaller, actually. Hi, Kirill. Welcome. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da, ba-da. Is there any way to fix the art if you made the blush too dark, traditional art? I would only hope for a good like a good eraser. Are you talking about like with colored pencils? Kind of depends. Marker. The only thing I could think of is if you have the colored pencils that go on top of it. Unless you have acrylics or something that you can paint on top of everything, but that's kind of tricky to really get the right little dab in motion to really get it brighter. But like a bright colored pencil, like bright pink or something, or whatever color you need to have the blush on, would actually go on top of it. So. Good one, Moon. Thank you. I reckon I'm gonna have like questions open for art streams in general as well, because I feel like a lot of people were engaged today. That was pretty fun. Makes me also consider things and also help teach anything, because it's pretty easy to ask for tutorials because you know, you kind of see what I do and you might like the style or a certain rendering, but the best way to develop your own style is just kind of ask how to best implement it for your own style. Hairs always depend on what kind of style it is. This type of hair is the easiest one for me because it's basically like a plastic figurine. The hair itself is almost like it comes off, you know, like pop, like it would be an Nendoroid or something. That's the easiest kind of hair for me to shade and shape, because if I imagine it, I can see the whole plastic bit in front of me, like visualizing it, you know? I have a harder time doing like the really swooshy hairs. Drawing something for like a Nendoroid is way easier to visualize how all this shading and everything should go. I'm glad you had a good one, Lone. Thank you for dropping by. Well, everything is one layer. I don't have more layers. I only work in one layer. Also, I wouldn't do my Kohai dirty like that. If you are ever to get a bald Selkie, it'll be from the Selkie herself. Need to get all these pieces in right. She finds hands hard. What is it? She finds hands hard to draw. What's your take on it? The only way to get better at something is to keep practicing. I always insist on trying to have a hand involved. I like how, oh dang, this was not meant to be here. I forgot to undo this one. No. Steve, it's not gonna get any easier if you take out your frustrations on my chat. Head down. Get to it. Keep going it, keep doing it, keep practicing. I really like hands. Hands are tricky to draw. They're tricky to make really expressive. I tend to simplify them a lot. But there's always ways to split up a hand. You know, the usual rules of like the lengths of the knuckles and stuff. Simplifying would probably be glove sketch. That kind of works as well. Simplifying would be the easiest way to draw it, honestly. Whenever I try to draw a hand, I tend to just really simplify a lot of it. Sometimes I get like the fingers wrong completely, but it's the idea of indicating the hand there first, you know? There's also the kind of doing them like stick figures. Realistic hands are super weird. Yes, simplify them, cartoonify them. You kind of give off Rampa vibe because your eyes are closed. Oh, they're closed because I'm looking at my actual drawing. that happens. That happens. You know what? I'm gonna use the biggest tool of the greatest tool of digital art ever. Copy paste. Hello, Heavenly. Welcome back. We got a little bit of adjustments to do on the drawing, which I'm gonna do before I end up stream, before I end stream. But this piece of hair needs to be a little bit more centered. I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna put it more here. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum. I also forgot to give it like a gradient map before I started coloring. That's one of the things I tend to forget whenever I go into coloring a bit too fast. It's okay though. We can add the gradient map afterwards. A gradient map is essentially something that grabs the different shades and grays of a picture and colors them in different other pictures and different other tones, which gives the picture it kind of changes the mood of a picture. Like, look, let me show you what a gradient map looks like. Let's do a sunset gradient map. See? Like a warmer one, like fire, or something like a really strange, like, I don't know what I would use for Selkie here. We got a lot of different ones. And as an overlay, they give everything, like this one gives everything a little bit of an icy feel. I don't think it needs it though. I think we could just leave it without. The fact you're working on one layer when you're doing digital art is frankly amazing. Well, thank you. It might not be the most efficient method of it all, but it eliminates, for me at least, now that because if I were to do like a bigger, more important picture, then yeah, I have layers. I use layers. But when I'm just, you know, drawing for fun, drawing for relaxation while talking, it saves me the trouble of looking at what layer I need to be working on and stuff. I trust the process enough to know that it's gonna work out. But if I were doing something more important that needs the space to kind of adjust things, like if I were doing a commission or something like that, I wouldn't want to do it one layer from the get-go, because if there's anything that needs to be changed, that would just add so much time to it. You get me? A borderline chip. Yeah, it's a bit of a borderline, it's an in-between thing, isn't it? Thank you, Natsu. I'm just gonna have her hair come out in the back. Let's put on like another song for the last couple of minutes there. This one again. Dum, bum, bum. Hand wrist exercises. I have, like last time I covered the topic, the fact that if your hand hurts, you should, well, first of all, kind of stop doing it, rest it. Exercises, warm-ups and things like that are to keep pain away. If you already have pain that you're dealing with, you may want to plan and consider resting so that the pain stops. I've known way too many artists completely wreck their wrists because they keep drawing despite the pain, thinking that warm-up exercises is gonna help after the pain is already there. Chances are, if you have an inflammation, you twisting and turning your wrist, regardless of a warm-up or not, is just gonna make it worse. So if you have pain, that is your body saying you're doing something wrong and you shouldn't be doing it until the pain goes away. If you put yourself in a situation where you have to finish commissions and something like that, and you cannot afford to rest until the pain leaves you, then hang in there, finish the thing, but then afterwards don't take anything new. Otherwise, you will end up with carpal tunnel, and that doesn't go away. If you keep pushing pain, at one point the pain doesn't go away. And then no matter your exercises, no matter everything, that is it. Nothing helps. Gotta be real, but yeah, it is what it is, really. How do you draw facial expressions without making them seem derpy? By referencing the facial expressions that you want to find. If you have an idea what kind of expression you want, try looking for a anime reference. First, maybe practice by actually drawing expressions that you see from other characters. I'm not the best at expressions. My character, the expressions that I use are quite like tame, quite cool, quite safe. I'm better with cartoony expressions than I am anime expressions. I really love older anime styles. when they have all these expressive stuff, you know, when they pull the big eyes. It's almost like cartoony. How do I even do the shiny stuff on her jacket? Goodness. I think that calls for a gradient map actually. Let me experimento. I don't need a gradient map for this. It's fine already as it is. No, you're right. This might be the first character I draw in this style here. You know, I think I might need to run upstream now because I read that, Micah. Heading out now, we're celebrating some classmates passed out during exams. I'm like, huh? Huh? Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Squints. I'm heading out now, celebrating with some classmates. We passed our exams. Hey, congratulations. Not the actual like, I'm kidding. Good job, everybody. Give my regards to your classmates. Good job on passing your exams. It's cause for celebration. Good job, everybody. There we go. This looks pretty cool in the jacket. So tricky to replicate. I was like, oh, this outfit doesn't look too bad. Then I saw the thing. Dang it. I wish I had noticed before I actually sketched everything out. Okay, last things I need to add before I forget is something to make her hair actually look, you know what, I'm just gonna move this one a little bit further in so it looks better like that. Hair goes in here and long hair gets indicated in the back. There we go. Yes, yes, freaking victory. You win. Perfect. All the things. What art app platform are you using? I'm using Clip Studio Paint on PC. Let's see how much of this I draw. I feel like it's inappropriate to have this scale of VTuber assets on a chibi. But yeah, we'll see. Just do it like this instead. I find it always kind of tricky with chibis and how much to define said assets because they all look so young. There's more jacket over here. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. Finish this later. Next art stream, I'm going to focus more on this because it's quite likely that we are going to raid into the debuts next weekend for said art streams. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of art on my own side so I can get the chibis done for everybody. Hi Vale, it's been a while. Hello Warrior Star. I am drawing my Kohai Maeve Morvaran. I am a senpai now. Time flies. Yeah, she is debuting next Saturday. Or my Kohai are debuting next weekend. Oh, did not mean to do that. Cut this a little bit. Maybe just cut it like that. That's a nice little format of a I'm still. Oh, he's like, I keep hitting the wrong things. No. There are still some hair bits that I need to get in here, so I'm just gonna draw them out before I forget them. So a lot of like some hair loopies, some little bits of hair that sticks out on the sides. Ish. Okay. Hi, sokomade. What's a good mod to play on Stardew? Well, you should maybe come back to my Stardew playthroughs and check on the description underneath, where I have listed all my Stardew mods. Right. Here we go. Maybe looks really cute. Happy with how it's turning out. Still need to do some stuff here and there for it, of course. But we'll figure that out. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of like Dragon Quest Builders. Dragon Quest Builders. The little chibi style they have the characters in. I don't know why, it just does. Like, if you know, you know. Let me save this. Man, I thought I had not saved at all the whole stream. I thought I did not save at all. I had though, no worries, I did. For some reason I was like, I have no memory of saving. I have no memory of this. Is there anyone that is gonna stream soon? How can I see the scheduled ones, please? Really? Well, I don't have anyone. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Spectra's cover. Ninth at 8. That's a bit later though, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit later. Anyway, back to chatting scene. Hutsu, everybody! Actually, hold up. Hutsu, everybody! Welcome, welcome! It is the end of the stream. Hutsu. Hope everyone had a fun time. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. This was really fun. Really fun to answer them. I hope I gave some decent answers. And that also gave the impression that I know a thing or two about art. But yeah, I will call upon it whenever I need to. Otherwise, you guys know that my art streams are just gonna be chill. Nice and chill. As always. I will make a chibi for all the girls. I want to make chibis for all the girls. Hopefully I can get that done. Obviously, if I just focus on drawing, I'll get them done way faster than trying to answer all of your stuff at the same time. In the meantime. Yes, Gumi, we're ending the stream. Next stream is on Monday. As always, Monday at 2:30 GMT +1. I am doing a Stardew stream. No, actually, you guys, you know what? Wait a minute. I think we got a Mystria update coming. I think Mystria is getting updated. Come on, go away, merch. There you go. Vlhelm Mistria. I think we got that one coming up. Let me have a look. See. No, it's not yet, is it? No, Mistria is on the 18th. No, it's a week later. Okay, Stardew then. Expect Stardew. We expect some Stardew. And Street Fighter sounds. Chill comfy Stardew with doing some Street Fighter sound effects, as we do. Hello Matt, welcome. Street Fighter Valley. Expect some Stardew. I don't stream on Tuesdays, no. We do have another thing coming up today though. I was kind of expecting it to be posted already, but it doesn't seem to have been. Let me double check. I have a collab later. I won't be streaming the collab, it's on their channel, but Hayden Kiri. I've not gotten posted about this at all. No. Not at all. Well, I will post on my channel about it. I was kind of like waiting for he was gonna post something about it, but I never got tagged in it. So yeah, it's gonna be on Twitch. It's gonna be on Hayden's channel, and apparently you're gonna be badly drawing Pokemon. I don't know if I'm gonna be badly drawing Pokemon, or if we're just guessing. Why do I have a live for 659 days? Because I update it every week with the new schedule, so you can just go click it and see what my schedule is. It is a common practice of VTubers. So you can just go in and check what that week's schedule is looking like. Gumi, oh yeah, Gumi, sorry. Otsu is Hutsu, is instead of Otsu, which means thank you for your hard work. Yeah. Sorry about it, I just throw it out there also. I do need to, you know what? I need to make a note for myself to check, hold up. For Stardew on Monday, I need to update Sandy's portrait. Sandy portrait, Sandy romance. Yeah, dateable Sandy, exactly. I got that one down too, Jennifer, no worries. Vlhelm returns on Monday. Sandy's a character in Stardew. Yes, well, thank you everybody for today. I had a fun time. I hope you had fun times. I hope you learned some stuff. It made me think of stuff to in a way to teach it, so yeah. Yep. Thank you. What can I say? Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on TikTok. I'm gonna be putting out the same short I went out on YouTube there too. I will update my schedule later as well. Thank you, Kay. Thanks for being around. Hutsu, everybody, Hutsu. Thank you, Miri. I still need to get the details on that, honestly. But yeah, we'll figure it out Scuff or no scuff, it was nice of him to invite me to hang out with them. So yeah, we'll have a look. I'll supposedly be drawing Pokemon, but my knowledge in Pokemon is quite limited, so we'll see how it goes. Good everybody. Bye-bye. Take care, everybody. Have a nice rest of your weekend. I'll see you Monday. If I don't see you later on Hayden's channel, I will post something about this so that you can find the link to it. Vlhelmbot, thank you, thank you. Bye, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.